Good afternoon, and here we are atop Dick's Pass on Section K of the PCT. Section K starts at Echo Lake and finishes at Highway 80 Donna Summit and is 64.8 miles long. Short section which we aim to do in about 3 days, give or take. And in this section we're going to introduce hopefully a couple of segments that have been missing in the last one, namely trail info and trail kitchen. We've got a new dish to show you, nothing spectacular, just a variation on something we've been trying to do recently. We are now in North California, and we've left Yosemite and the Sierra Nevada just about, and we are heading that way towards Canada. We now have to up our mileage daily, and with the view that we are going to be doing roughly 140 miles a week in order for us to maintain our date at the Canadian border. We resupplied in Tahoe for the next 28 days of food, which will get us to Oregon and a town called Ashland, where we then will have to resupply for the rest of the trail. This will take us, like I say, 28 days, and then we get to Ashland. We do have stops along the way at various times to pick up our food parcels, which we posted. But all in all, we're done. And we also have a new menu for the whole day, which I'll be showing you later on in this sector. So it's going well, eating well now, and catch up with you later.
If I had 1,000 tongues, I would sing with everyone. Voices like a mountain song, sing you are my only one. Oh my, oh my, oh my days. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Life can be this good. I would launch 1,000 ships just to be about your lips, tell them all to sail away, just to see you every day. Oh my, oh my, oh my day.
Good morning. Just a little update on what I'm eating on the trail for the next 28 days, 27 days. I managed to weigh myself at Carson Pass, and it indicated I was somewhere between 10.5 stone and 11 stone, which then implies that I've lost 38 pounds since the start of this journey. That is obviously way too much weight to lose. My legs are okay, but my top half and body is getting very, very thin. So we've upped the calories I'm taking since we've left Tahoe, and this is what I'm eating every day now. So first off, we have breakfast. I have a Snickers bar and a indestructible pastry. Between them there's 500 calories, and that's first breakfast. Second breakfast, which we have a little later, maybe after 5 or 6 miles, is a half cup of granola and half cup of trail mixed fruits and nuts with milk, and also have a coffee with 4 sugars. Again, there's probably about 600 calories in the second breakfast. Then comes lunch. Lunch consists for me of eating peanut butter. I will have a quarter jar of that, which is 800 calories. And with that I also have a bag of fruit sweets, which is another 220 calories. So my lunch stop is approximately 1,000 calories of fat and protein. Very nice. Afternoon break is a large pack of M&Ms, peanuts, 480 calories in that. Evening meal is what we will normally have, which will be a soup mix with rice, or we'll have pasta, or we'll have potato. Of course, I cannot forget Idahoans, our favourite thing. We haven't had any spam because we haven't been able to find it for the last 2 months. With that, I also have 2 cheese sticks, pack of Ritz crackers, 2 wraps, and I also have a Twix bar to go with the hot chocolate. All in all, the evening meal gives somewhere between 600 to 1,000 calories depending on what we're having. So all in all, through the day, I'm having anywhere between 4,000 and 5,000 calories. I'm hoping that stops weight loss, and maybe you might even put a little bit of weight on when you consider what then we're eating every 4 to 5 days in town. We are loading up on calories there, and that includes burgers, pints of ice cream, anything I can stuff down my gullet really, because you haven't got to worry about the weight, because you know the biggest issue is keeping weight on, and a lot of the blokes and men on the trail are having the same problem. They're struggling with weight and particularly keeping the weight on, just getting extremely thin everywhere and losing muscle mass. That's my diet. I wouldn't recommend it as a healthy diet, but it's all about getting the calories in and keeping the energy levels going, especially now that we're doing 25 miles a day. Catch you later.
Never understood that life can be this good. If I lived 1,000 lives, I'd spend them all with you beside. Never ending deja vu, never ending days with you. Oh my, oh my, oh my days. Oh, life is wonderful. Oh, life is wonderful. Never understood how life can be this good. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Never understood. Life can be this good.
Good evening. Here we are at Donner Summit, right next to Interstate 80 at the rest area. We've finished this section nice and early in just over 3 days. Let's finish. We're back to our favourite of all, trail kitchen. We haven't done many because we haven't had much variation in our evening meals, except this one. We've had it twice before, except each time we've been absolutely swamped with mosquitoes. Doesn't make for great cooking, and it just definitely doesn't make for great filming. So this is what it is. We've started using minute rice, which is just a pre-cooked dehydrated rice that you can get in any supermarket here. You add that to the same amount of water in volume, boiled, but the difference we do, instead of just plain white rice, we then had a fried rice seasoning mix to it, which gives it a bit of an Asian flavour, quite tasty. And we also add to our favourite tuna, our rice and beans. And this gives it a sort of a Mexican flavour also. So it's an Asian Mexican mix. Doesn't sound great, but it does taste great. It's a nice bit of meal, it's quite filling. And then I've got mine tonight with my cheese and wraps, which is my extra portions. We have also been given a bag of Fritos by a guy on the trail who had too much food. So we'll be adding a bit of crunch to our wraps as well. So that's the new trail kitchen. Asian, Mexican, rice. Who'd have thought?